This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City.
Here we go. Hello, everyone. This is Emily Frankel.
And this is John Cullum.
And I am her wife, and she is my
husband.
Wait a minute, I got that
No,
wrong.
no.
Well,
I am the wife, and you...
It's because we were sitting in different positions the last time we did this, and I got confused. I'm sorry.
I don't think you got confused.
No?
I think we have a duality.
Okay.
There's a duality in our relationship. We
That's
like
right.
each other, but we're both husband and wife to each other.
That's right. That's it. It's easy for me to get confused. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I want to talk about hate.
Oh, hate?
Hate. I want to talk about where it comes from. And have you ever felt hate for someone? Or maybe I should say for something, but start with someone.
Hate's a very strong word. I do not, by nature, hate people. In fact, I can't think of anyone I hate.
Did you ever hate a teacher at school?
I've disliked them, and I have one or two people, actors that I have disliked that I've had to work with. Usually it was because they disliked me, and there wasn't anything I could do about it. But
it wasn't hate.
No, in fact, the ones that I dislike, when I see them do good work, I get won over by them.
You're a nice guy. I like you.
That's right. Well, I don't have much taste for hate.
But where does hate come from? How do you get from dislike to hate? If you had to play a part and had to find hate, where would you get it from? Is hate in Shakespeare?
Well, I would say hate is the closest that you get to hate in Shakespeare is revenge. When a person wants to kill another person, but in Shakespeare's time and in present day times, you don't usually have to hate someone to kill them. In fact, most often, people that you kill are not people that you hate, but people that you have had a strong personal love relationship with that has gone bad.
You think that's true today, right now, that's
Yes,
why we have hate crimes? Not hate crimes racial, but why people kill people?
Well, it's because of what I think you have to look at there are different things that create it. Envy creates hate, or kind of hatred, and also things to get back at someone for having hurt you. So revenge can create hate, and disappointment in a loved one can cause hatred to start to grow. But it's always based on something that has occurred, I think, unless you get into a preordained kind of hate, which we call racism. That's something that people pass on, and
that's not in your heritage.
Yeah, well, it is in mine. I'm a Southerner, and a lot of my family and I have disagreed over a lot of things, and it's based on the fact that they make opinions about people that are based on things that they've heard about them, or what their parents have told them, or something other than the real facts. That's what racial hatred is.
If you had to play hate on stage in a modern play, could you?
Oh, no question about it. But I wouldn't. I would attribute it to something like Iago, who is probably the most villainous of villains. A lot of people are confused by him because they can't figure out why he was so hateful. And he was the most hateful of all the villains.
Hate is something that I don't really understand. I keep thinking that hate is something that we have learned more and more about from what we're seeing in movies and on television, that hate is being developed more and more. But I never hated anyone.
Yes. But you you can develop a feeling that will result in the same thing that hate has for someone who has disappointed you or someone who has harmed you in some way or someone who has been violent towards you. You can develop something that is the equivalent of hate.
Okay.
So we both don't like hate,
No, we don't like hate.
but we are susceptible.
We're thinking about hate.
We're susceptible to the same things that hate creates.
Well, thank you, John Cullum.
Oh well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to try to be a less hateful person in the future. Love, that's the main thing.
Okay, love.
Okay. Thank you, love. All right. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. So long.
This is AI.R. See you next week.